I learned this tactic from Eminem that he used in rap, but actually makes sales way more effective. He always used to talk about owning all the negatives. You want to say every negative thing you possibly can about yourself so no one else can. But as salesmen, you can actually stack the deck in your favor using all the negative and then reversing it into positive. Here's how it works. It's all around the word but. Normally, if you've ever heard people who are like, oh, he's saying something good, where's the but? Because everyone is trained to emphasize what happens after the word but. But when you're persuading, what you can do is rather than say good thing but bad thing, you flip it. So you say all the bad stuff. Our program is really long, it's very difficult, it's complex, but it works better than anything else you've ever tried. The second half of the sentence becomes magnified because of the damaging admissions that but amplified.
All right, Alex Hormozi, I guess is how you say it. He's actually somebody that I have a good amount of respect for. I think he's done some really good stuff. He's grown some good businesses. He's put out some good content. And I think his point here is valid. You don't want to try and make a sale by just talking about the good things and hoping people don't necessarily notice the downsides or the drawbacks. It is helpful to be able to say, here's what we do and here's what we don't do, or here's what we can't do, or here's the reason that some people choose not to work with us or buy our service or buy our product. One, because if it's really not a good fit, then you don't want people to buy it and then be unhappy or disappointed or have their expectations unmet, and now they're leaving you a bad review or they're canceling your service or whatever the case, right? You want to be clear on what you can and can't do, so hopefully the people that work with you or buy your product are the ones that are the best fit for it. But also, if somebody's trying to decide, it's better to be out in front of what their potential objections are going to be, which is basically what he's talking about. In sales, you give somebody the reasons that you think they should buy, and then you come up with, yeah, but this, but the price is too high, the guarantee isn't good enough, the process takes too long, it doesn't come in black, I wanted it in red, or whatever. If you have an answer for those objections, then you can overcome that resistance and potentially still make the sale. What he's suggesting is just before they even get a chance to say, yeah, but this, yeah, but that, you line it all up and bring it out in the open so they don't even have the chance to use that objection. Whether they say it or not, they might say, I'm not interested, because one of those reasons that you didn't bring up and hoping they weren't, if you bring it up to begin with, then if they were thinking it, you've addressed it. If they were going to say it, you've already answered it. And it hopefully gets to the point where at least when they make a decision to go ahead or not, they have no reservations, they have no reason to hold back because everything's been talked about. So I think he has a good point in the sales process, in trying to convince somebody of something or trying to explain something. It doesn't hurt to bring up what might be perceived as negatives or drawbacks, address them, give reasons for them, give differentiators, and then people can make a decision with all the information instead of just hoping that they overlook it or don't think about the bad things that other people might have said or that might occur to them after the fact.